afternoon. My name is Daniela Gonzalez, law student, fourth semester. The two aspects that I choose are the climate and the technology. First topic. One question. What will the world be like in 25? According to the climate, then it will be 1. Temperatures will continue to rise and be 25. The global average will be between 1 and 2 degrees with the test note, depending on how many greenhouse gases are emitted. 2. The greenhouse effect is reinforced by emissions, especially from fossil fuels, and the planet is warming up. 3. The Arctic will be an ice-free ocean in summer with important shipping and ship routes, as well as larger ports and associated infrastructure. 4. Many species associated with the ice habitat, such as the polar bears, seals, walrus, and algae, will be in a critical state of conservation or have become extinct, while many others, such as cone, screams, sweet forests, and underwater meanders, they will have extended creative new ecosystems with new functions and service to society. 5. Interactions between climate and changes in land use can trigger extensive degradation of the Amazon rainforest. High intensive fires associated with extreme weather events can accelerate this degradation by abruptly increasing tree mortality. 6. The human zones will receive more rainfall, and the arid ones will have less rainfall, with few exceptions. 7. Temperatures will be uniform, so that there will be between 20% and 7% fewer days of extreme cold compared to the current ones, especially in high latitudes, while the number of days of really high heat will increase between 30% and 25%, especially in mild latitudes. 8. Millions of people will notice climate change directly in coastal regions that the sea rising will have literally eaten of eroded a lot. 9. Europe significantly increased the rise of catastrophic flooding in the interior. On the coasts, there will also be more frequent floods, and erosion will be exacerbated by storm and sea level rise. 10. Latin America. In general, there will be a gradual replacement of the rainforest by the savanna in the air-strong Amazon, with a high rise of loss of biodiversity and extinction on species in many tropical areas, are significant chance and the availability of fresh water for human consumption, agriculture, and power generation. 11. North America. There will be a decrease in snowfall in the weather mountain regions, an increase of between 5% and 20% in rainfall in some agriculture regions, and an increase in the intensity and frequency of heat waves in places that already suffer them. 12. Africa. By the end of the decade, there will be between 25 and 22 million people exposed to the increase in the storage of fresh water. Crops that depend on rainfall can be reduced by up to 50%. In some regions, access to food may be seriously compromised. 30. Asia. Especially in the south, center, east, and southeast, the availability of fresh water will decrease being 25. Extensive coastal areas and under irrigation due to increased flood, and in some regions more and more intensive droughts are spent. Two questions. How will people live and work? People in 25 will live with more disease to global warming pollution. People will value the environment more and often how they become aware of how serious and how sad it can be that the entire environment contaminates animals are extinct many species and longer existence, and this is not a good environment for our children. And in relation to work, people will be transported in eco-sustainable and means of transport. They will start using bicycles. It is possible that from there people already know the behavior of climate change, how they behave, and be forewarned of the behavior of the climate. Three questions. What strategies are you going to implement as young person and as future law professional in order to change this situation? Answer. Regarding the climate, is a future lawyer would help or enact laws to project to the environment in order to reduce every time that a winds with goings is not a good thing regarding the climate, and climate changes that is becoming stronger and there is less hope from that point is a professional I can collaborate. Second topic, technology. One question. What will the world be like in 25? 1. In 25 there will be people exploring Mars. 2. For the first time, they will be able to analyze the atmospheres of rocky planets, like air closest to the solar system, and 3. To find out if there is life of them. By 2025, we will know about 50 planets like Earth that is already and statistically sampled that will get load about how many have the same geometric. If there are many different families of terrestrial planets with different atmospheres. 3. Sometimes similar to the human geometry might have been the serpent the brain code at the will reveal for the first time how 55 million neurons fire and connect with each other to generate ideas, memories, emotion, imagine, and behavior, and a sense of what we are. 4. You are beginning to read what people are saying almost, what they are imagining. 5. In 25, a person's brain activity could be analyzed to find out what they are thinking and even manipulate to control their actions, and those technologies are likely to join the development of computing and artificial intelligence. 6. The good side is that human could increase our mental abilities and have patients with brain neurological or mental illness. 7. This technology can also alter the brains of healthy people, violate their privacy, do use limits, dynamic concepts and a personal identity, and question why we responsible for an act the human of the many you wins in the connect. 8. Genetic babies are likely to be born in 25. 9. Genetic identities will also all conceiving children with select qualities to an heed or visual capacity. And 10. They take of these another technology such as artificial intelligence and robotics coincided with levels of inequality never seen in rice countries. 2 questions. How will be people live in what? People will live in two ways. One, it is that people lead unlikely quickly with stress and thousands of things. Two, is that the stress is over and people learn a calmer lifestyle and how stress or spend but they will be able to live every moment. And in relation to work, it already opens many jobs only. The workforce will be replaced for the most part because with more progress. The work of people begins to be replaced at with that the company is happens in every time that space and worker and prefers by the machines that do and that in the cheaper. Three question. What strategies are you going to implement as your person and future law professional in order to change this situation? Answer. In this technology aspect is a professional and lawyer coach helps collaborate so that technology used in an adequate way. The laws are not made that technology replaces people, or that technology does not govern the world in a bad way, but in a proper way that their server use but we do not serve. Thank you very much for your attention.